Hey guys, oh, can you see that? Something wrong with this screen. Well, I'm on the wife's XC90 again. She's complaining of vibration and it's slow pulling away, slow getting going. She's having to put her foot right to the floor to get it to go. So I'm just doing a quick scan on it and see what comes up. That's just scanning through now on Vida. Let's see what comes back. See if I can get rid of that light. Is that better? Right, let's have a look at this. So, diagnostics, fault trace. Let's see what she comes up with. So anyway, let's start up. So all we've got is, I don't know if you can see that, it's air quality sensor. That's all on pretty much every one I ever see. Luggage compartment, loudspeaker, cruise control, loudspeaker, xenon lamp right full, and a control module internal full on the sub. So there's nothing there to suggest there's anything wrong with the power. And there's vibration because I can feel it through the steering wheel. It's the same again, they're the same faults. So nothing to suggest we've got issues with any power related issues, anything power related, sorry. So what I was thinking could be a problem is we might have a slight vacuum leak, so I've got my vacuum gauge out and we're going to go and test the vacuum on it now. So I've had the engine running for a bit and it was holding vacuum pretty well. Let's just released it now. So my guess is it's working. Try to run her up again. So I've just smoked the vacuum line that goes to the, that's supposed to go to the rear mount, and it goes down to the front one. This part's supposed to go to the rear mount, it's been disconnected, but that front mount's not smoking. This for the mounts, the switch, that's actually smoking. It's not coming from the pipes itself, it's coming from the actual switch. As you can see that, so it's actually leaking out the top there. Strange. Right, so continuing on, we need to get this vacuum pump off. Got the seals. I'm hoping that's the right seals. I went off the number on the vacuum pump and got it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this off, which is dead easy. So I'm going to bring you along. Hopefully set you up where you can see and the sun's not blinding yet, because I'm very good at that. Right, let's get on with it. Which I will get around to doing that as well. So this needs pulling out where someone's disconnected the battery. get this pipe off. Vacuum pipe there, clip on like absolutely nothing. This big pipe. Push goes all the way down. See the Z top over? Oh, that's hot. Engine's still hot. So this is what I'm doing here. That's the vacuum pipe I've just pulled off. There's a top pipe to come off, this pipe to come off. I've just undone that there. Move that out the way. This has come past. I wonder if I should go down there and take that pipe off. I think I should. Hopefully get this pipe off and then undo it. I think there's 3 or 4 bolts in it. Undo it and then we should be able to get it out. Should get it out with not an issue, but we'll see. Right, I'll get this pipe off. That bottom pipe needs to come off. Maybe I should let this cool down. Do you know what? I think I'll wait for this to cool down because that is really hot, this engine. It's not violent, these pipes. Oh, that's violent. What? Just 3 holding it in like. Yeah, there was. Just 3. Oh, it's hot. It's definitely where it was leaking from. So I'll have to clean that up, clean this up. It's just caked in it, look. Absolutely caked in it. So this needs a good cleaning and resurrection. shoes are tightness, I'll just nip them up. Turns. Got this little sail now, which I don't think's right. Could be like. Might start off life like that. What's my name? Yeah, it's fine. She's in. Yeah, I can see she's in. Spot on. Perfect. Right. Put this one in. Clean this up. Take that seal off. Break it off. We've got another one. There we go. Just put some iron on that seal. And that goes in that way by the buttons, like that. Make sure this is clean. Still need to put some oil back on it. See that there? It's gone down there. But it doesn't stay like that. It comes back up to 20, 10 once the vehicle's warmed up. See it bouncing as well slightly. So it's starting to go down now, and it does eventually go down. It stays down. Vacuum pump is our issue, so I'm going to take it back off. As you've seen, I've already done the seals once, and that wasn't the issue. It stopped it leaking, but look at. See, that's bouncing now. I think it's this top valve on here. I think that's what's gone. That's what I've done. So I purchased a second-hand one, so I'm going to try this one and see what happens. Right, I'm in the XC90. Just making this because some of my footage got corrupted. So I've lost some footage on when I was working on the vacuum. I've lost some footage of working on my Subaru Impreza as well, so I'm not happy about that. But what I'm doing is I'm making this because part of when I was testing the vacuum, when I'd rebuilt, I've lost the rebuild. I've rebuilt the vacuum pump, taking it out, putting the new seals and that in, closed it back up, and I put it back on. I went out and tested the vehicle, and it still wasn't right. What was happening is when you're at a junction and you go to pull away, you put your foot down, and it's sort of like there's no turbo there. There's nothing, so you're just pulling out really slow, and it takes its time to build up. And it's quite scary when you're pulling out and there's cars coming up and at 40-50 mile an hour. It's quite scary. And yeah, so it was an intermittent fault. It was only happening every now and again, but with the turbo pressure, it was near enough all the time. But when I'm saying intermittent, the brakes would go hard, and that was scary. Sometimes I'd feel myself pulling on the steering wheel to get the brakes to stop. So that's why I tested the vacuum, and you could see it was working, and then all of a sudden it just started bouncing, and it was going from like 50 down to 20 down to 10. And then it would go back up to 50 again. It was mental. So I ended up on the top of the vacuum pump. There's like a valve, and I think it's like a one-way valve for the brake servo, for that pipe to click onto. So obviously that was leaking, but on my pump it doesn't look as though you could change it. So what I did is I bought a second-hand one off the internet. I put the seals into the second-hand one, put that on, magic. Car's working, magic. So got loads of power. So when you're pulling away now, it's off. It's off like a shot. It's great. So I'm now into the rear engine mounting. So the front one engine mounting's plugged in. This goes to the rear one. And we're holding steady at 45. It's not even bouncing. Wait, you can call that bouncing, but yeah, it's holding pressure. So we haven't got a leak, so I'm happy with that. So we're going to take it for a drive, but I would call this a fix now. So happy days. So if you're doing a build on the actual vacuum pump, it's alright replacing the seals, but it's that as well in there. I don't know if you can get that out to replace it. So well, I know for a fact that's our issue there, that bit there. So it's obviously everything else is fine. So never mind. So that's it done, guys. So yeah, again, if you like the video, like and subscribe, and give us a comment. Cheers.